sa jag från CrankItUp. Jag sitter med mannen, myten, legenden på Trädgår'n. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Derrick Green. I sing in Sepultura.
The man, the myth, the legend, as always, I just said. How are you feeling in Sweden? We just had snow.
I feel pretty good despite the snow and the cold. I hate it. I don't like that at all. But it feels good to be back here. I'm looking forward to the show tonight. I feel pretty well rested. So it's exciting, you know, playing a lot of the old stuff, old material. Should be a good time.
How can you be rested? I heard that you did like 14 gigs in a row now. Mm-hmm. How the hell are you rested?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like keep it out of my mind that there's been that many gigs so far, but I've been good, you know, really taking care of myself, and I think everybody else has the same way, not partying too much and just staying focused, you know. It's like everybody wants to do a really good job, so. And we're a little bit older, so.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than a retirement home, right?
Yeah, I guess so. For now it is.
It's in about 20 years then. You only been in the band since 98, is that right?
Yep, it's about 14 years.
But that's a long time. Yeah. But this is more metal, thrash metal classics.
You're right.
Do you have any new thing that you're going to do that was being recording, or is it just really, really old classics?
No, I mean, it's stuff that they had from the past before I joined the band. What I'm bringing is just the power and the energy into those songs. It's been many years since they performed a lot of the songs for Sepultura fans. It's a great joy to hear them live again. So for us, it's like a lot of fun to do a tour like this. It's something we couldn't do every time just because we've been working so much for the past, 14 years, putting out a lot of albums. We have a lot of different fans. So I think with this type of tour, it draws certain fans, old school fans, and then the normal tour that we are usually interacting with different types of bands that are younger, and it brings a younger crowd and fans. So it's interesting to have both, to see both, and to have that mix. And hopefully in our other shows, we're doing a lot of old songs and new songs together. So it's a good combination.
Do you think that maybe you will do like the tour Monster Magnet is doing right now? They do a tour on just the first album they did, Dose to Infinity.
No, that's boring.
Boring.
It's kind of boring, It's when you start writing so many songs and you have so many people that like your material, it's hard to just focus on just one album. Unless it's a concept album, you're bringing in something crazy and scenery. I would think so. I would like to do something over the top. But if it's just a regular show playing one album from beginning to the end, then it's kind of boring, I think. In the end, at least it would be boring for me after a while. But I think if there's something else involved with it, then it could be interesting.
I guess maybe it don't bring as much people if you just take this one album, right, and then the old people comes that watch that, and if you mix
I mean, you're definitely boxing yourself in, and that's something that Sepultura has been able to avoid for many years. There's certain bands, if they try to move into any other direction, they're going to be labeled dead, which is horrible. I mean, as an artist, it's important to evolve and to grow and to try different things and to be the best that you can in what you're doing. And I think when you label yourself in or box yourself in, then it can be horrible. It can be almost suicide. And so I feel for us, we've been fortunate that we've been true to who we are, and we like different styles of music, and we've been able to incorporate it without losing ourselves. And I think people really believe that.
Do you have any favorite song that you're doing on this tour?
Yeah, definitely, because there's certain songs that bring back memories from when I wasn't in the band and growing up. A lot of stuff from Arise, because that was the first album that I really got into with Sepultura. So doing songs like Subtraction and Alter States, it's really, really cool. Mm-hmm.
So you're like a Sepultura fan that just got the golden lottery ticket, and I mean, it must be a huge dream if you listen to them since the Arise album.
I think the dream actually is to be playing in a band. I never dreamt about playing in Sepultura, but I've always dreamt about playing in a band on the road, traveling, seeing different places. So that aspect of the dream is really incredible, an incredible feeling. And I really lucked out being with incredible people, and it's been a insane journey. Really changed my life, and I loved every minute of it. Loving it.
Do you have any special favorite memory that you want to share, like some crazy fucked up thing, or just awesome memory that this is nothing you're never gonna forget?
I think a tour of there were two things that we really wanted to achieve out of the many achievements that we want to pursue, and one of them was going to Cuba and playing there, because there's not many bands that are able to go there. They have or are allowed to play there, and so that was something that was mind-blowing, to play in front of 80,000 people, just our own show, our first time there, first time for them seeing a metal band in their life. And another trip was going to India and playing 3 shows there. It was really mind-blowing and a huge culture shock, in a very good way. And those are experiences I'll never forget, playing on like a bamboo stage or traveling where I felt that I was going to die at any moment, and just completely being vulnerable, surrounded by 1 billion people. It was just something I never encountered in my life.
That sounds like an awesome life. I think isn't it like something you have to do before you die? Being a rock star for like at least 2 years and just wear that out.
I don't know. I mean, the grass is always greener on the other side, they say, and be careful what you wish for. I mean, I love what I do. I know that there's of course there's other things out there, but for me, I think I'm very fortunate. It's very difficult to be in a band and have a lot of the elements come together at the same time to do something really cool and great. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot more work than people think, and it also has to do with luck and timing. And when those match up, then it's something incredible, But sometimes it's really out of your control, and that can be frustrating.
So what do you think you would do if you wasn't not on tour and singing in Sepultura right now?
I mean, I definitely I love to sing, so I plan on doing a lot of other things that I'm doing now. At the same time, I'm doing Sepultura. I'm opening a rock bar in Brazil, a rock bar restaurant, and I'll be working with that. I have a different project. It's not related to metal style of music. It's more of a futuristic, like electronic side that's more singing. It's all singing involved, and just crazy instruments, not real instruments, but computerized and digital, and in the future. And so I love to work with that, and also things with radio and things like that, radio shows and programs like that. I would love to get involved with voiceovers. There's like a list that I have of different things I would love to be a part of, producing, directing, acting. So it's just one thing at a time, slowly making it work.
Sounds awesome. Do you want to change life like a month or so? I'm up for it. I love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to take a step back and try different things and what you're good at. And so I feel there's a few that I really want to approach or be focused on and really try. And we'll see what happens.
So for the Swedish fans, do you have anything new that you released a new album this year?
Yeah, we released Kairos, and so we're going to be pretty much touring on that all for next year. We have a tour in Asia and starting in February, Indonesia, Bali, Thailand, and then we'll do some shows, a tour in the U.S. and festivals in the summertime in Europe and South America and the rest of the world, somewhere in there. And yeah, we have a new drummer now. He's from Brazil. His name is Eloy Casagrande. He's incredible. He just...
I'm not trying to pronounce that.
It's a nickname. We call him Big House or the Kid. Casagrande is Big House in Portuguese. So, it's his first tour with us. He learned the songs in maybe 2 weeks. He's 20 years old. He's like big age difference and gap, but he's phenomenal. He started playing when he was 7 or 6 years old. He's already traveled around the world. He's one of the most incredible drummers that I've seen in a long time. It's just pure, raw talent and energy. So it's exciting to be performing with him now, and so we have a big agenda for next year. Thanks a lot, bro. That's how we do it, man. Yeah, that was our guitarist, so.
I thought you had fans, but no.
Yeah, no, that was, self-promotion.
Well, someone has to do the dirty work.
Yes, definitely. Hey, this is Derrick Green from Sepultura, and you're watching Crank It Up.